What are you doing?
Minding my own business. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Somebody asked how you stay 10.
I'm counting. 30. Well, it's not because of exercise. I'll tell you that right now. Because this is about the extent of my exercise. I use these little weights, but 10-pound weights only. And I've been doing that for a couple of years now because in past years I had some problems with some ligament strain. And so anyway, there's more to that story, but I like doing a lot more repetitions, lighter weights and more repetitions, because then I can do more repetitions if I don't use the heavy weights. And I do 100 sets of these, so it's like, I lost count already, but I'm about 40 here. So I do 100. I take a break, maybe a little bit later I do another 100. And I do that about every other day. But that's not how I stay thin. And I wanted to talk about that today a little because we had a comment, and we've had a few comments over the months since I started losing weight. And we both started losing weight, but more so me over the years. So I can't really do this while I'm lifting weights, can I? I can't stop till I hit 100. So when I hit 100, guys, I'll be right back with you.
We got a big dolphin in our balcony.
The dolphins for the pool later. Yeah.
Okay guys, so we received a few comments about how we lost our weight, because John is very thin right now and I lost some weight also. So we're gonna tell you how we lost weight. So, oh, is that how you lost your weight?
Well, it doesn't really hurt, but I'm not recommending it. But it is like beer. It's kind of like water, and this is the tropics, and it's humid, sweltery, and you just have to control yourself a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. By the way,
well, it's known already.
one of the things you'll find when you move to the Philippines or tropical places, a lot of people drink beer.
Yeah.
And drink everything, drink a lot, drink too much.
By the way, brought to you by San Mig.
Yeah. One of the most popular drinks out here, very common. So weight loss does have to do with natural divinity. It's something I believe, and you won't hear anybody talk about it. They don't like to talk about anything that might be from our divine nature, which God created us and knew us before our birth. And I hope that you guys watching know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, you can find another channel. If you don't believe in God, that's fine with me. I'm sad for you, though. But the divinity is real, and one of the oldest and ancient teachings in history in all the ancient religions is fasting. And I'd known about fasting since I was 16, 15 years old. I had heard about it in church and sermons, and I actually have always been very sensitive to God, and always felt God's presence and power in my life. And as I get older, I feel more and more that way, and except for periods of my time when I drifted away, like most people do. We get swept away by this ridiculous things in the world. But anyway, getting back to the fasting, I did it for some periods of time when I was young, and my mom and dad had no problem with it. And I think the longest fast I did was maybe about 3 weeks, something like that. So this is leading to how I was able to get my weight back down to what it is now, which is my college weight. My highest weight I hit was 250 pounds back about 20 years ago. And then I brought my weight down to 230, and I was there for a long time, many years. And then I got it down to about 220, and I fluctuated around there. but I was kind of stuck there in that zone, 218. But then I got really sick with what happened in 2020. And when did I get sick?
2022?
22.
Yeah.
And it was it was almost divine because, we believe in the natural healing, so we don't participate in the propaganda and the requirements and things that the world asks us to do. So I was very, very sick for about 3 weeks, and I didn't feel like eating anything. So I actually was forced into a fast by nature because I didn't feel like eating, and I ate a tiny bit of what I have, nothing almost, just water and soups maybe.
You lost your taste
a little bit, my taste buds, even coffee. I had no coffee. I couldn't believe it for 3 weeks, and I'd been drinking coffee since I was 12 years old.
Yes. Did you throw up on that one?
No, I never did.
I was the one throwing up the whole night.
We had it about the same time. So Maurice was there.
Yes.
By myself, we were both really suffering, and we still had to take care of the children and provide for them.
Yes.
That was very difficult. We were in Arkansas at the time before we finally, the government of the Philippines released the restrictions for travel for guys like us, purebloods. And so we took the opportunity, but we were still stuck in Arkansas during that period, and my weight began to come off because I went through that long imposed fast, and it made it so much easier because when you're trying to fast that length of time, it's very difficult to have the will, and you can do it, and people do it, and they should do it because it's in the Bible. It's like I say, it's in the ancient traditions, and for spiritual reasons and medical reasons and mental reasons and all kinds of things. More and more people should really, look into it if you want to find a natural way to live. So that's just how we roll. We love it. It's the best thing ever. And what happens in the fasting period is your body heals. It gets a chance to heal all kinds of things that may be wrong with you. And it goes into ketosis, where the body goes into ketosis. It starts to clean house and repair, and you don't need to be shoving food in your mouth all the time. Did you feel like shoving food in your mouth during that period when you were sick?
Oh no, God, I don't even think any food. I just wanna lay down and just, sleep.
Yeah, sleep.
Don't even think food.
Yep, sleep. And I know you said your prayers. A lot of prayers, Bible reading for me.
And then
you had the kids to take care of, and
that
I
was
tried
kind
to
of
help.
hard for me because I was breastfeeding Bryson, and then here I am throwing up the whole night, and then I don't want to drink anything, I don't want to eat anything, but I have to force myself to drink something because of my breastfeeding baby.
That's right. Yeah.
That was really hard for me. But the next few days, and then both you and me are craving for soup. Homemade soup, remember that one?
Yeah, the homemade soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how long did I go before I ate anything?
I think you go for...
Well, I went for 3 weeks where I basically
Yeah.
had nothing, but there were a few things I ate, right?
Yeah, the soup
Like tiny
mostly.
bit, soup,
Yeah.
no coffee.
Homemade soup, yeah. Yeah, I was wondering because you were a coffee...
Now I'm back to drinking coffee full on, I got a press and I drink strong coffee. Yeah, but I still do that, and I drink it black.
So I believe fasting cannot kill you really in that time.
Well, it actually can save your soul if you guys want to learn the truth of it. If you don't already know, it'll bring you back to your Creator. Yeah. So I look at the history of America and the food pyramid and what the government tells us we should eat, and the portions and this and that we should eat. And if you notice what's missing, they never teach you about the benefits of fasting. And the same is true of the medical system in America. So you'll never hear the doctors tell you that you should fast. I've never heard one ever say that. I don't know why. It must not be on their agenda. But they don't do it. They'd rather give you some medicines and do what they do. And I don't even want to get into that. But I don't see doctors. You ever see? When was the last time you saw a doctor?
That was when we are in Arkansas for my matagtiki.
Yeah.
He's not even doctor. He's just midwife or nurse. Remember, in the urgent care. Who are they?
They weren't they were just assistants or something.
Oh, see.
Yeah. So natural approach is how we take. And so the fasting is what triggered it for me. So I went from 220 pounds down to 210 to 205, and I never thought I'd crack down through 205, but I started in that process from 220 to 205. I started eating just one meal a day, and I didn't really. I ate a lot of protein and healthier foods, but I did cheat. But the trick was, the most important thing that seemed to help was just the eating of 1.5 to 2 meals a day.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, and I kept going, and I didn't mind it. I really didn't mind it, and I'd eat a good meal, but not, and sometimes a big meal, but it'd only be 1 to 2 meals a day.
And the secret also is do not eat late at night, because when you eat late, that's the one it's hard to digest from your body. So
well, it just sits there,
Yeah, just sits
well,
there.
the body might work on it, but
Yeah.
it's
That's my secret. I eat.
yeah, for you, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's true. It is true
Yeah.
for me too. If I
In the morning, like 10 o'clock, I start eating my one meal a day, and then I cheat. Like I eat my second meal like 2 p.m. and that's my last. Either 2 p.m. or you can cheat to 3 p.m. But do not eat like 4, 5, 6. That's the one that really you cannot lose.
like in your case, you can eat at 3, but if you find that you're plateauing or not losing the weight you want, then you got to cut it back down.
You're gonna go back to the
around
one
2.
meal a day.
And that
Yes.
applies to me too.
Yeah.
But the thing with me is I kept losing weight, and I went down to 200, and then down to 195. Eventually I hit 180, and then the lowest was 177.
Yeah, you hit that last week, 177.
Yeah, I did hit it, and then I popped back up to 181.
And then I told him that you have to go back to 180.
Yeah. Now, should we also bring into this when you're weighing yourself, the nicest way to say it is if you're weighing yourself and you don't seem to be losing weight, think to yourself, when was the last time you had a good bowel movement? Because sometimes you can go 3 days and not have one and think that you're not losing weight, where actually you're holding that weight inside of you, and literally you can hold 3 to 4 or 5 pounds sometimes. Yeah, that's a lot, and that's toxic to the body. So, and that's just knowing your body and how you need to keep it cleansed out. And what's the best way to get a movement if you're really constipated? What would you say?
Well, we bought this thing.
Do you want to get it?
It's
Sure.
a tea.
So I have one of these maybe once a week, sometimes twice if I seem to need it. Sienna
Yep.
or Senna tea.
Sina tea.
Yeah. It's is that Asian? An Asian tea?
Yes. It's
Oh.
Asian.
Well, look at the package, find out. Yeah.
We bought this in the hypermart.
Now, where did we originally buy that kind of thing? We had something like that we purchased at the end of the time we were in America.
Yeah, they have it in the pharmacy.
But this
mostly.
one here is the best one, and
Yeah.
it really works, and it's natural, very natural,
Yeah.
and that'll help you cleanse your body out. That way you can be regulated better.
Yeah, works very good too.
Yeah, if you're holding a lot of that in your body, fecal matter, that is not good. And
Yeah.
you don't think about that every day, maybe, or maybe you do if you're constipated. But anyway, you got to get that stuff out of your body so it can do all that it needs to do. In the morning time, Maurice, you get up before the kids and you start your first meal of the day, and you say it starts about 9 a.m. and you eat for any time from then on until 2 is your max when you try to stop, and that gives you about a 5-hour window of eating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one meal a day, and what's that you call it? OMAD?
That's OMAD.
Yeah, one meal a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now since you've achieved your weight goal already,
I'm back to my weight when I don't have kids yet when I was single.
Right, before I met you.
Yeah.
So you're back to your weight, and I'm back to my weight before I met you. And that was a long time ago when I was at 180.
Yep.
So now I'm back to 180. A lot of it also has to do with attitude and reprioritizing food. I mean, we all need to eat. We're not saying don't eat, but you need to look at food differently. You know, we're not going to die if you don't eat for a day or two. Believe it or not, you won't die. And I think the problem is a spiritual problem. A lot of it, honest to God, I think it is, because one of the 6 or 7 deadly sins in the Bible is gluttony. And I think gluttony is a root of the problem, is gluttony and the way we prioritize food. And it's not to say like down to the weight that I am now, I can eat a lot of what I can eat a lot more if I want to. And sometimes I binge out and I can do all that, but my body's already been triggered and I'm lost all the weight. And now I have to just make sure I eat enough to keep it up. Because right now I'm good and I feel good and I don't want to lose any more weight. The only big problem I really have now in the Philippines is I can't buy their clothes because they don't fit properly. And I just I have a real hard time with that. And I don't feel like ordering that stuff on. I have ordered a few things, but I don't feel like ordering much of that on Shopee or Amazon.
Yeah, you have to buy it when you go back to America.
Yeah, when I go back to America for something, I'm going to be shopping for some clothes.
The kids and I, no problem over here because you can order in Shopee all the time.
Yeah, the clothes fit you.
Yep.
You guys just fine. In fact, though, didn't you order me some of those short socks just yesterday?
Yes, I ordered some this morning.
Yeah, how much were they?
125 pesos for 12 pieces, but there's a delivery fee for 120, so 120 plus 125. That's the total.
Yeah, the delivery is almost the same as those
so
12
fun.
pairs, but that's awfully good. Even that price is about $4.
Yeah.
$4 US, that's about it. So, yeah, I can order socks, and I haven't tried ordering underwear yet, but I could probably get those at Amazon.
Yeah, oh, it's too expensive in Amazon.
Yeah, I think so too.
I check it.
Yeah.
It's expensive over there.
Yeah. So it's really feels good to get control of the weight thing, and like I say, it's a spiritual thing, and it's a different approach to food. And we love food. We cook it all the time. We have people over for food, dinners, and all that all the time.
Oh, that's the one that it's hard to lose weight when you have party all the time.
No, it's not for me. Not for me anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't feel like gorging myself the way I
it's
used
true,
to.
it's
I used to gorge myself.
Yeah, but I notice myself when we attend party like straight, and then my weight is kind of stuck there.
Oh, it'll get stuck,
Yeah.
but that's okay just to be stuck, because if you know the trick on how to lose weight,
Oh,
it doesn't matter. You can binge out if you want once in a while, but you know you're going to be unhappy on the scale. But if you know how to fix it, that's the trick.
Yeah, but it's easy
You
to
can
fix.
fix it. You can
It's
fix
easy
it
to
quick,
fix. Yeah.
and you don't have to go working out at the gym. That old saying is so true, that you cannot work your way out at the gym of a bad diet. You know, people have terrible diets that refuse to change their eating habits, but they want to go to the gym and they're fooling themselves. And when I was young, I used to go to the gym all the time like everybody else, but the gym is good for toning up, and
Muscle.
it's good for your ligaments, it's good for your body, it's good for your heart, your cardiovascular, but forget about it if you think it's going to be sustainable for weight loss. You cannot. It's the hardest way to lose weight, the hardest way.
Well, it's kind of useless.
And it's useless when it comes to losing weight.
You
But-
exercise too much, and then when you come back, you eat a lot.
Well, people do that. It's a vicious cycle for some people. They do that. I'm sure I've done that before. But it's unnecessary, and it's a fool's game. I mean, yeah, sure, go to the gym, but don't do it because you're going to think you're going to lose weight. And don't go on those power walks for 5 miles, which I used to do down when I worked in Hollywood. I used to walk around Lake Hollywood. It's 10 kilometers, thinking I was going to lose weight and all that. And I was in much better shape back then, but that's not the sustainable trick to it. But those things are still healthy, walking and all that, of course.
Yeah, it's healthy, and you might
Yeah.
lose weight also if you come back and then you eat
But
some
you're not
protein.
doing it for...
Protein.
Just forget about that. You're not going to lose weight by walking. You'll lose it, and it'll come right back. It'll come right back. If you
That's
want, you
true.
got to learn the science and the divinity of food. Food is divine, created by God. Just don't abuse
Yeah,
it,
it's-
and you don't have to shove it in your mouth 5 times a day.
For me, it's easy to lose weight now that I know that technique. Like example today, I cannot. Like I said, oh, I wanna eat today, so I eat, and then the next day I gain weight. I said, okay, tomorrow I have to be good girl tomorrow, and then I did it. The next day I lost weight again because
Yeah.
I know that.
You know, there's a lot of power in that also, because internally you feel like you're empowered, don't you?
Yep.
Feel like you're empowered.
So we know-
you got control. You're no longer
Yeah.
no longer out of control.
The thing is, if you know the technique, and then it'll be really easy for you.
You know, it's a secret that has been right in front of everyone's faces, and they listen to the gurus on TV that are selling weight loss programs, or drinks you should buy for weight loss.
Oh, you don't
like
lose weight,
milkshake drinks, or gyms to join, and
Those one don't help at all.
health magazines. God, no. So yeah, we keep it simple.
Before, when I didn't know the secret, you remember that you keep trying to tell me, that I kind of gain weight, something.
Oh yeah, I kind of said something that slipped out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Maurice asked me one day, "Do I look fat?" And I was busy like reading or something. I looked up, and before I thought, I said, "I don't know. I think I just grabbed your butt."
You said that you have a full package.
No, you just have a little package there or something. I
And
forgot what I
then
said.
that's-
Yeah, I did regret saying it, but
It's really hurt my feelings.
but now I
on
don't
that day.
regret it because you took it to heart.
But I was thankful to John that he did it, because I realized that I did gain weight. And then if he didn't tell me at the time, I'm just gonna keep doing my routine, eating 3 times a day, shove the food to my
Oh,
mouth.
and
all the
rice,
time. Yeah.
rice, too much rice.
And then maybe I look like very big now.
Yeah, yeah. We see a lot of chubby people over here, but most of them are from, they're foreigners.
Foreigners.
They're foreigners from all
Usually-
around the world. So some of the most grotesque, obese people, guys. And I feel so sorry for them because they're missing out. They don't have to be that way. And when sometimes I talk to them, and I don't bring this up, but you can tell what things they're always talking about their doctors and doctor this, doctor that. My doctor says this. My doctor's got me on 10, 15 medications. Man, I don't even live in that universe, and you don't live in that, and my kids aren't going to be living in that universe. So, okay, that our little talk for today. I hope that helps some of you guys trying to lose weight. Hope we didn't offend too many people, but
Well, because few people are asking us, that's why we do this video.
yeah, we did it for them. And
this is our experience.
if you guys are one of the ones we're talking about that have been carrying around that weight for your whole life, or you've had enough, just
Fasting.
yeah,
is the
read your
number
Bible
one.
too. Maybe you get your mind right and realize food's not the answer.
It is, for me, to tell you the truth, it is really hard when I begin my fasting. Really hard for me, and it took like a week, and then I kind of get used to it, and then I like it. When I went to the scale, oh, I lost pounds, and then the second week, the third week, and it's good, all good. And then once you know the trick, and then you'll be happy, because you can control you control you.
Well, I thank God for bringing me into a forced fast when I was sick of a couple years ago now, year and a half ago now. Has that only been a year and a half? 2020?
Yes, I
Was that
think so.
2022?
2022.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's fantastic. So
Yeah, so
I just what?
don't allow the food control you.
Yeah, right. And think about it this way: who are you bowing down to? Is it your stomach or your soul?
And stay out of the buffet, because once you're in the buffet,
You know, my problem is I'm too frugal. Like those buffets in Nevada, Atlantis, our favorite place in Nevada, in Reno, for buffets. I can't go there because the prices are so high now. I wouldn't eat enough to make it worthwhile.
yeah.
I mean, it's like $50 a person, and that's with a senior for me, and I'm a senior discount, and it's just not worth it to go in there. So I'm definitely, if I do ever again, I won't be getting my money's worth, but I'm sure going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and then that's the thing that make you wanna eat because it's expensive. And then you're gonna say, "Oh, I pay $50. I have to eat a lot to get my money back."
Yeah, but on the other hand, if you pay that money, if you do overeat, and you're already set up the way we are, I would shift from eating my basic 2 meals a day. Sometimes I eat 3, but I would go down to 1 meal. If I had a
Yes.
meal like that, I'd probably have it about 11 a.m. and then I wouldn't need to eat for the rest of the day.
Oh, that could be good.
But I wouldn't have breakfast, and I would not have dinner.
That's good for OMAD.
That's a good OMAD, part of the OMAD, because you can eat as much as you want
Yeah,
on OMAD.
wait like 11 a.m. eating in the buffet and then eat a lot.
Yeah,
and that's it, just one.
Yeah, so you could still go to the buffet
Oh,
if we
yeah.
ever go back to America for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so so tomorrow's a big day. It's Brianna's birthday. She's going to be 11 years old, and she's growing up. She just requested us to not have a party this year, but instead she wants to go to the beach. And so we booked a hotel room over there, and we'll show you guys that tomorrow. Brianna said she wanted to see the sunset at night
and sunrise.
and the sunrise at the beach and walk the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's really growing up. I can't believe it. She's talking like a 16-year-old.
So we're gonna have 11 years old tomorrow.
Yep. Yep. And little Bryson will be,
He's already
having
5.
fun.
He turned 5 2 weeks ago.
So we'll see you guys in that video tomorrow. Hope you join us. Take care.
Bye. So I'm cooking my chicken afritada for our lunch. So here's my onion and garlic. Here's my chicken thighs and chicken legs. Here's my carrots, pepinos, green peas. I'm using 2 because it's small anyway. And tomato paste. Vinegar, soy sauce, and bay leaves. Add 1 glass of water. So add the carrot, the green peas, the tomato paste, black pepper, and some salt. And then add the potato. Okay guys, so here's my chicken afritada for our lunch for today. So it's cooked and we're ready to eat.
Well, it looks really good.
Let's see if you like it.
I don't know if I can eat it. Is it too hot?
I
want
turned
the
off
chicken
it
too.
10 minutes ago.
Did you? Good try. Very good.
Is it?
Mm.